We acknowledge that we are on the land surrounded by water, originally inhabited by Indigenous peoples who have traveled this area since time immemorial. This territory is within lands honored by the Wampum Treaties, agreements between the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenape, and allied nations to peacefully share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. Specifically, we would like to acknowledge the presence of the Three Fires Confederacy, Ojibwe, Odawa, Potawatomi, and Huron-Wendat peoples. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture while remaining committed to moving forward respectfully with all First Nations, Inuit, and Métis.
Graduates, families, friends, staff, it is my pleasure and honor to be able to address you this evening on behalf of the Board of Trustees. All of my colleagues and I would, of course, prefer to be with you in person for this occasion. However, I know that you understand why that's not possible right now. I hope you also appreciate, as we do, the effort of your school community to create this presentation to acknowledge, at this time, the class of 2020. This has been a difficult period for everyone, students, their families, teachers, and administrators. It has been, in every way, a crisis but not a catastrophe. We have, with the highest intention and incredible creativity, continued to provide high-quality educational opportunities in as manageable a format as possible. I am proud that we have shown and seen exceptional strength, fortitude, and resilience. But that is merely my perspective. The most important assessment, however, should be your own. How did you perform as an individual, as a citizen, as a student? This should not just be applicable to the past few months, though. Your greatest, your most sincere responsibility should always be to yourself during an emergency, as well as each and every day. We are marking your achievements in school to date, so I hope you smiled today and said, "Well done." You have made it through these past few months, but more significantly, you have endured all kinds of different tests over your years in school. You may not have chosen all these challenges, but you have accepted them and done what was required to succeed. I urge you to use the experience, recent and former, to continue to strive and to achieve. I look forward to the opportunity of congratulating you face to face at the appropriate time and in the appropriate fashion. Congratulations, and I wish you much success in your future. Thank you very much.
Students, families, friends, staff, we've been through a lot in the past few months. No one could have imagined how one tiny organism could have altered so much in our lives. How we interact with one another, how we behave on a day-to-day basis, how we teach, and how we learn. But COVID-19 has changed many things, possibly forever. This emergency has also caused us to discover a great many things about ourselves, good things, such as our immense capacity for respect, empathy, and how we can succeed independently. Until recently, the changes you were most concerned about would be typical for grade 8s: a new school, new teachers, new friends, and new educational challenges. 6 months ago, I would have recommended that you embrace those developments and genuinely enjoy the adventure. Today, I'm inclined to temper that advice to be cautious and deliberate about the fresh demands you will face. However, you need not fear change of any kind, whether it's going to high school or tremendous societal upheaval that we are now experiencing. As communities and as individuals, we've done exceptional things to deal with what we have been required to endure. You have been well prepared for anything that may happen in high school and in your lives as adults. I am very proud of the way we have accepted recent events, adapted, and overcome our struggles. I think it's a reflection of many of the things that you've learned in elementary school, knowledge and skills that just can't be measured by a grade. The people who are now saving lives, working on vaccines, and developing safeguards for future possibilities were once where you are now. There was likely something that happened to them when they were your age that was the inspiration for what they are doing now. Change is a fact of life. Don't allow any disappointment you've experienced recently to influence your outlook. You are ready to start making a difference in the world, and you can't do that with a pessimistic attitude. Be positive, be encouraging, and be safe. I'm looking forward to learning about everything you discover and witnessing the changes you bring about in high school and in your communities. Congratulations.